Ladies. Good morning, moms. Good morning. I mean, whenever you see this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night, okay? Good middle of the night, because y'all know some of us ain't getting all the sleep we need to be getting. Good morning. Welcome back to another Momtivationals. I'm Pernie, and what I like to do is drop tips, gems, and strategies on how to get ahead and stay ahead as a single mommies. As you might know, I'm already a single mom, currently a single mom, striving the best that I can and making a lot of progression. That's all I care about. All I care about is progress. But today, I just wanted to come talk to my mommies and have a little chit chat. That's it, y'all. This is nothing more than that. I'm in a good space. I'm in a good mood. And we've been talking a lot about health, taking care of oneself. And so I just wanted to come in and remind another mom on taking care of herself. You know, sometimes we need the reminder to take care of ourselves. Now, I just dropped off my baby at school, and y'all, this traffic gets me every time, you know. But the good thing is that I am on my way to work, and there's something I need to talk to you guys about that is super cool. So there's two things I wanted to touch base on. We talked a lot about health. In the last video, we talked a lot about showing up for yourself, letting others show up for you, asking for help when you need it, going through a process and actually needing somebody to hold your hand, needing somebody to just be there for you and be a support system and be a shoulder to lean on, to cry on, or if you need financial help, you need that too, right? And so we all need somebody eventually. Like, all these people out here, y'all think that we just supposed to be doing all of this stuff by ourselves? Somebody literally just cut me off. Literally just cut me off doing stupid stuff. Y'all need to see this. Y'all don't need to see this. We don't need no more negativity, okay? People want to make dumb decisions over their lives and put themselves and their family in danger. That's their business, okay? But I won't be the one to run into your car, because one, I ain't giving you no money. I'm not giving nobody no money. See? Hey, I'm not giving nobody no money. You didn't deserve that. If anything, the money gonna go into my pocket. You made an illegal left U-turn. Anyway, so there's something cool that I needed to talk to you about, and I want to get straight to it because I'm on my way to work. You might know I'm on my way to work currently. A peace of mind. Please forgive the glare in the background, but a peace of mind. We cannot have a peace of mind if we're not doing what is necessary to take care of ourselves. We are at a disservice. We're doing ourselves a disservice if we're not taking care of ourselves, if we're not loving on our bodies, if we're not spending time with ourselves, we're not spending time in the Word, we're not showing up, getting enough rest, we're not exercising, staying physically fit, right? We're not having supportive conversations with friends. We're not being honest and transparent and vulnerable about where we are and where we need help at. All those things allow a peace of mind. Hey, yes, I just heard this video won't be long. Hey, we are in it today. All those things contribute to our peace of mind. If I'm not in a great space, I can't focus on making good money. Hey, that was the word today. If I'm not in a great space, I can't focus on making good money. I ain't got the time, y'all. Me and these eyebrows. You know what? They kind of cute. They almost, yeah. But anyway, I cannot focus on making all the money in the world. I'm under duress. I don't operate well under duress. Machines don't even operate well under duress, okay? And a lot of people like to compare us, especially women, to machines. You got to keep that thing well oiled and maintained. Hey, you got to even keep a machine maintained, clean, okay, new, replenished, hey, oiled up. Hey, you cannot just throw on any raggedy piece inside of a machine and think that it's going to work efficiently. That is not the way this goes, okay? Now imagine being a human being with emotions and instincts, right? And wisdom and all these moving pieces that a machine don't have, and you still having to maintain balance, monitor, upkeep, and increase in some areas. So essentially, I just want to be that reminder. Focus, okay? We got to stay focused, ladies. Look, I would not be saying this if I hadn't gone through it. I would not be saying this if I hadn't had many moments of going through it. My last situation, when we talked about my last video, going to get the biopsies done, that's not the first time I've had a health concern. That's not the first time I had a health concern. That's not the first time where I had to sit in the doctor's office and really think about changing my lifestyle completely. That's not the first time I sat there vulnerable with no shoulder to lean on and wondering how I was going to pull myself out. That wasn't the first time. Okay, so if there are things that we can do to be proactive to reduce the duress, the additional stress, then we need to start making little strides toward that, because that is going to get us closer to making better decisions about everything else. Even if that means going for a 30-minute walk, 15 minutes on one break, 15 minutes on another. Even if that means going on a 20-minute walk, amen. You go 10 minutes on one break and 10 minutes on the other break, okay? You ain't put on the headphones, listen to a good podcast, because listen to a healthy podcast, because good for your mind, your body, and your soul. It's gonna uplift you and encourage you. Listen to something funny. We ain't doing all that cussing and cackling, hoo hollering, and foolery, okay? That's y'all. Listen to an Audible. That's what I do. I like to listen to an Audible. I like to make phone calls on my walks. I talk to my friends, see how they're doing, get advice about dating. I might talk to a guy and have a quick conversation with him, put my data in, survey him, and see if he gonna make it to the next conversation. So use that time wisely and get out there and just put on your tennis shoes and go for a walk. And honestly, you don't even have to put on tennis shoes. I don't even wear tennis shoes. I don't have on tennis shoes now. I'm going for a walk at work today. I don't want to say kill the excuses, because some of us, we really don't have excuses. It really just feels like we don't have the time, and I don't want to coddle anybody, but sometimes I understand we just don't have the time, or we don't feel like it because we've already dedicated a lot of time to something else. Well, I know I'm going to do this later, or I know I got to do this all day, and it really just drains you. But if you just take that 20 minutes, 10 and 10, just break it up and just spend that time with yourself and use wisdom about how to steward that time, I promise you it's going to work out to your benefit. It's going to work out to your benefit. Just believe that. Now, the next very important thing that I need to talk about, especially dedicated directly to the money, because we got to get to the funds before I get to work, because this video is supposed to be short. It's already at 9 minutes, Lord. Look for opportunities to make more money at your job. You don't like your job, cool. Always keep your eye open for opportunities that will allow you to go above and beyond. Always keep your eye open for opportunities that fit your skill set better. And I'm not talking about just looking for jobs at your job. That's cool too. You gotta do what you gotta do. But if somebody's working on something that is of interest to you, see if you can get on it. If somebody's working on a particular project that you're curious about and you think your skill set might be useful there, get up on it. Network. Now, we talked about networking in a few of the other videos. Early on videos, we talked about networking. I'm not a fan of networking. I made that very clear. However, when I get in where I fit in and I'm comfortable with the environment and a set of people, then I'm going to ask them intimate questions about what it is that they do, how I can contribute, what does that look like on a day-to-day basis? Okay, how are you working? What's your process like? I'm going to get the intricate details and see how I can benefit, or see how that's not going to work for me, right? Because everything ain't going to work for your lifestyle. You are a mom. Everything's not going to work for your lifestyle. So it's important to just have conversations about people's processes and then gauge whether it's going to be great for your future, your money, your pocket, your kids, okay? I'm trying to get comfortable up in this car. Your kids and your funds, really your money. So for example, my job is working on something. Y'all know how I feel about my job, okay? Not the job, but more so the policies and the lack of structure and the traffic. It's two things I can't stand. The inconsistencies. I cannot stand inconsistencies, y'all. I'm not a fan. Okay. and traffic. Okay, but everything else is whatever. Water off a dusk back. Cool. But my job is doing something cool. They're saying, hey, we need to beautify this particular thing so that we can connect to our consumers better. They literally just asked for me. That's how I felt. That's how I felt when I was sitting there listening. I was like, they literally just asked for me. They didn't even know that they asked for me. You know how you ever say something and somebody be around and that person actually is the person for the thing. I just sat there like, wow, they literally asked, and finally they're asking for me. And it was such a surreal moment because I was like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to do what I have been wanting to do for so long. Make more money. Have flexibility. Okay, I'm up there like, mind you, this is not a position. This here is not a position. It's a project that's being worked on, and I would be one of the best candidates for the project because I have every single skill necessary for the project. They don't know that. I know that. So the plan is for me to show up to the best of my ability and produce work that is going to be digestible and consumable for our customers and bring in more money. And you know, one thing a company loves is bringing in more money. And you know how making the company more money works to my benefit? I don't even got to do no more talking. I just do my job. That's where I'm headed. See, y'all thought it was a game. That's where I'm headed. I'm headed to the place where I ain't got to do a lot of talking. I show up at my job, do the job. I don't care what job it is, okay? As long as I get to use my skills. Hey, we talked about this in the first 3 videos. As long as I get to use my skills. Hey, we talked about this last month. As long as I get to use my skills, doing what I love the best way I know how, and I get to make money doing it, and I get to bring in more income doing it, hey. And then I get to talk to my ladies about how I did it. Oh, I'm setting myself up for success, right? So don't just go in looking for a job opportunity. Look for the project's opportunity. Look for the moments to network. Look for the moments to connect to people who are spearheading certain things at your company, who you can put on your resume. It may not be beneficial to you at your current role, in your current position at your job. It's gonna be beneficial on your resume. It's gonna be beneficial on your resume. So trust and believe that opportunities do come up. You just better be in a mindset to see them, notice them, and hop on them real fast. Okay, I don't care what you got going on in your life. If your skill set can be useful somewhere and you think something's gonna be fun and interesting to you, then hop on it. Okay, hop on it. All right, that's all I gotta say, ladies. I'm on my way to work. I'm about to clock up in here and I gotta go get this money. I can't wait to start working on some new things at my job. It's a beautiful sunny day and I just want to enjoy it. I encourage you to go enjoy your day as well to the best of your ability, no matter what the weather is, internally or externally. Amen. Amen.
For more videos like this, be sure to like, comment, share with your favorite mommy, and subscribe.